Welcome back. We have defeated the alien menace,
Aliens.
and now it's time to talk about how we feel
Aliens.
about the alien menace.
Defeat the aliens.
Who wants to go first?
Well, jeez. All right.
Wallace does.
Do I?
Yep.
All right,
I'm
Wallace.
glad the game's over.
Wow, dude.
I am though, because hate to say it, I get bored kind of quickly. I mean, the game started off really strong, but then it turned into a Japanese game where you gotta grind. And then there's like 100 missions.
Whatever, man. I've got fucking guns stuck to my feet. It's
And
hilarious.
there's like a fucking 5-hour mission we did.
That was kind of like our fault.
Still. It's one of those times where I'm like, I don't really know if I want to keep playing.
I've got really bad news for the next game we're playing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I suggested another one as well. Even though that one is probably going to be
I think they're both the same kind of
as
deal.
difficult. Yeah.
So,
Well, one's
I've played
grindy,
that
the other
one,
one's
the second
difficult. I don't know.
Not quite so bad, actually. But it can sort of seal some content on you based on what's going on with the game overall.
yeah. But anyway, this video game. Let's not talk about a
Yeah.
different video game.
Well, let's not talk about other games. We gotta talk about this one.
So you're disappointed with like the
I'm not. Okay, fine. I'm not disappointed. I'm not at all disappointed in this game. It's
telling me-
exactly what I expected it to be.
Oh, God
it's
damn
just
it.
that some fatigue set in. Okay.
okay.
That's what I will say. Some
All right.
fatigue set in.
So
after a while.
you're saying you like this video game.
I like it in short bursts.
I think part of the problem is that like we did like long bursts but like spread out. So every once in a while we would just like lose the rut we were in,
Yeah.
and then it would just take us longer to do things. It seems like we've been playing this game for months.
Which I think we have
Yeah.
at this point. So it's really time that we, moved on to something else.
Yeah. There were times
Thankfully, we finished it.
that I wanted to play this game, but because I wanted to do it for the channel, I couldn't. It
Yeah.
was very unfortunate.
That didn't stop me.
Didn't stop you.
Well, I got responsibilities.
Great to talk.
Alright.
So, yeah. That all you got?
I mean, that's the gist of it.
All right. Parker, tell me how you feel about EDF.
Alright. I had the problem at the beginning of the game and most of the way through the game until I picked up this map rifle that there was no good guns. It has the problem that some other games I've played have, where they have this sort of system for their guns. Actually, it reminds me of Warframe. There we go, that's what I was looking for. This game reminds me of Warframe, because there's a shit ton of guns that fucking suck, and there's a couple that are fucking broken.
Yeah.
There's no in between here. They either don't do shit, or they murder everything.
Oh yeah, 30 armor.
Sweet.
And it's not like a big problem, but
Mhm.
like it is definitely like quite a bit on the like fatigue level, I guess, that Wallace was mentioning when you're using the last good gun you got and you keep getting garbage and there's
Yeah.
nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, I think they should definitely change like the drops.
I wouldn't even say change the drops, just buff a bunch of weapons.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of weapons that are just really bad, and
Yeah.
they could either get rid of them or make them better.
Yeah, I
And that's
think
the
I think maybe that's where the fatigue sets in. Is that the progression system, the way it is, doesn't really vary your weapon types very much, or
It does
give you.
I think it does a bit more with other classes, but especially our class.
Oh
where it's
man,
like,
air raider.
Pick the missile truck.
Get missile truck all day.
Yeah.
Like anybody who was paying attention to my screen, missile truck, missile truck, missile truck. That's all I ever did. Because that's the only one that actually worked for most of it. So yeah, when you get like pigeonholed into a, what the fuck just happened? What did you do?
I just got headshot.
oh. But anyway, yeah, once you get pigeonholed into a class like that where you're just using the same weapon loadout over and over again, it just kind of gets a little tiring.
Yeah.
Especially after, what, 98 missions? And I have to say probably half of them I used practically the same loadout. So it just kind of gets a little tiring.
It's
That's
really the loot system is kind of what. It's a good system if all the weapons were like decently good, but like there were some guns that were like unload a full clip and you don't even kill a normal ant. And you're like, why would you ever use this?
Yeah, that's how the Olympic gun feels.
Well, you see, that's maybe another problem with how you progress in the game, is that it's restricted to whatever class you're doing. So, like with your armor value, you have to play that class enough to get your armor value high enough to get.
Yeah, they definitely expect you to grind more.
Yeah, because I think we brought that up, or I brought that up before in a different video. Is that, yeah, the way you like level up, in quotes, is really dependent on how much you want to grind. Because you can't just switch between classes. You gotta start all over again.
Yeah. Yeah, like this is hardest or whatever.
Yeah.
And we on these lower missions we could use other classes, but like 5 or so missions in, you're just gonna be wasting your time because you're not gonna have enough armor. The armor should definitely like scale.
I would just like it if you had. I mean, it would really cut the perceived replayability, but if you just shared armor value with all the classes, that'd be nice.
Or
I mean,
shared
it would
like
it would cut down your playtime immensely, but that maybe would be a good thing.
I mean, I don't think you could actually manage to get max armor on all classes.
I don't know
before
what
they
max armor is. Is it 9,999?
I believe so.
Idea.
But getting that on every class before the next EDF comes out is not likely, unless this is all you do.
Unless you know like a mission where it's really easy just to farm armor.
Yeah, but there is a mission like that, and it requires that you stand in one spot, tape your button down, and walk away for an hour.
Yeah, see, you could
And then you get like 500 armor out of it.
Yeah, so it already does exist like that. So
It's in the DLC.
yeah,
So I gotta pay for it.
not doing that.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Oh, I got a new thing. Cool.
Hey, look, I got 2 level 0 guns. That's cool.
Yay! How'd you get level 0 guns?
Because
it's the
that's
first
the
mission.
drop spread on this
Or second
mission.
one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, that's the. Yeah.
I got a level 0 grenade, and I got a
Yeah, so even on the hardest difficulty, well, not the hardest difficulty, you
It
still
narrows
hit
it
level
down as
0
you get to
drops.
higher missions. It's just these early missions, you can get a lot of early on stuff, even if
Yeah.
you're on Inferno.
Yeah, I actually we played like easiest for me to get some of the level 0 stuff because I'd never seen it.
I just got something where its damage is negligible.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay then.
Did you get the torch?
Yes.
Okay. I have no idea why it's in there.
Shits and giggles.
Alright, sure.
Some
That's-
intern made it. It's like, oh, we'll throw it in. 2 kilobytes,
was-
sure.
I thought it was gonna be like repair vehicles or something.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. Could you
Yeah.
kill someone with it?
Oh,
We could try repairing a vehicle and see what
Battlefield
happens.
style.
I'll shoot the vehicle for you.
No, it's okay. I didn't equip it, so Yeah, so like the weapon warframe problem where there's a bunch of weapons that are just kind of there that are filler. You can fucking tell they're filler because they have entire lines of filler, which is probably the most egregious part.
I mean, if it's in Warframe, if it's not a prime, you're doing it wrong.
Well, even if it isn't, like before Galantine and all that shit had a prime, right? Like that was still a weapon you could use. Like before those the good weapons like the Conqueror and stuff have prime. So the one I'm using currently, Czar, like that doesn't have a prime, but it's still good.
Yeah.
But anyway, as we're getting detracted by every other fucking video game.
Who's shooting at me?
My turrets.
I would, like, outside of that, when you actually do get the good weapons, this game's pretty fun. Like, once I actually just equipped 2 of the same sniper rifle, this game's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But I wasn't having fun before because I wasn't feeling like I was accomplishing anything. It was like just getting carried the whole time. I'm just the type of person who plays video games, and I don't like getting carried.
Cam carried us basically through the entire game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Without you guys behind me shooting things, a lot of missions were a lot harder on single player. So don't think you weren't helping, because holy shit you were.
We really couldn't do anything without you tanking, so...
Yeah, if we didn't have you, we definitely wouldn't be able to
if we
beat
didn't
this.
have your huge health pool, like, we would have been screwed anyway.
I think that could be solved, though, by giving you, like, armor and weapons even if you lose.
Yeah,
that would solve a lot
kind
of that.
That's part of the unforgiving nature of this game. So, you know, you lose, you don't get anything.
Yeah.
Which just enforces you playing shit missions.
Yeah.
Which encourages you to buy the Nintendo Turbo.
Sure, why not? Totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Outside of that, like I said, the game's fun when... Like, this game's currently fun with my sniper rifle where I just one-shot things. And, yeah, I don't know, like, outside of that, it's a fun game. I wouldn't... I only played this game, like, once off recording with Alex and Cam at one point. And I don't think I'll play this game after. And it's just not the kind of game I'd want to play by myself.
Yeah, I can understand that. A lot of games these days are like that. They're like, these are great, these are okay games or like good games, but not by yourself.
Isn't like Dark Souls or something. I could just sit there and play that shit all day. But,
well, I don't. Yeah, this game isn't really designed for you to play by yourself anyway.
probably not.
Not when you got, you know, so many classes and everything. Choose from.
So anyways, as a guy who's played this game a lot by myself,
Yeah. So what's your input?
one thing that was hurting you guys a lot is because we're playing multiplayer like this, everything has 3 times as much health. So all those weapons that felt terrible, all that trouble you're having, they've got scaled up damage and health. So I've played through all these missions by myself on hard missions, and it's definitely different. So, like, I don't really like how they scaled the health so much because of all those enemies, because it just screwed you guys over with your lower weapons and the spread out weapon drops. And even then, the weapons, the levels at which they drop are spread out as they get higher. So from level 1 to 15 you see all kinds of stuff, and then later on they're like, I have a heavy cannon I like to use. I was using it at the end, and it's a level 33 weapon. And the next one's something like 65.
Yeah, the mech that I like using is, I have a level like 15 one, and then the next one's level 50 something.
Yeah. But because they spread out the levels, well, you just won't ever be able to get to use the next level weapon up. And because everything's got 3 times as much health, it feels like most of your weapons aren't actually doing anything. So, like, that's not even a big problem. I wish they could have tweaked it a bit to spread that out, because that definitely wasn't a smooth feeling for all the players.
Oh.
Playing this game on my own, and even with a group though, I think my favorite thing is the difficulty felt like, that's doable, you're just not doing it right. As opposed to some games which just feel like pure crap. It's like, why is this even this hard? This is retarded. But pretty much the whole time I'm playing this game, it felt like, oh, okay, I'm just coming at it from the wrong angle. Let's try something else.
I
Yeah.
think that's a Japanese game thing. Like, they either get that exact feeling or they get the like. There's no middle ground when Tanaka makes a game. He either makes it like, oh, you're just doing this wrong, or he's like, no, you fucking have to do this one exact way.
Can't be helped.
Yeah,
Valued customer.
part of our problems are just the way the game scales with multiple players. It's really unfortunate.
I don't know. I mean, we didn't run
Don't
into
steal
too
my
many
screen.
difficulties, except for that one mission that took us 6 episodes.
Oh no, there's a couple times we had problems, and like Parker said, a lot of times it felt like he wasn't doing any damage. Well, that's part of that level scaling thing.
Yeah, but there's some guns that do feel good regardless. Like this gun I'm currently using, where I shoot these fucking spiders like 4 times and they're dead.
Yeah,
Oh, that's not mine.
yeah, it's not yours. Don't take it. In all honesty, though, if we were to do another run of this game, I've read about cheats that let you cheat yourself a whole bunch of extra armor. I would do that. I'd just be like, screw it. We've already gained the armor. We've already played through the game. I wouldn't even necessarily max it out, but I'd cheat ourselves some armor because that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The way you have to get it for each class.
Yeah.
And even then, it doesn't help you that much unless you take 1 or 2 shots. So now instead of just getting screwed, you have a chance.
And then there's classes like ours that like it doesn't matter like how much armor you have, because a lot of the time you just can't do anything.
Well, I mean, I guess, unfortunately, Air Raider was just more of a sport class than anything.
I mean, they did tell you
Like,
that
he
up
didn't-
front. They weren't lying about that.
I need to stop standing in front of my own turret. I know, they didn't lie about it. It's just that you really had no... Well, you had a couple offensive tactics. You had bombing plans and everything, but bombing plans and strafe plans only work if you can time them correctly.
And if you have other people like doing the damage for
Yeah,
you.
and if you have other people getting the kills, you need to recharge it.
Yeah, like
Like, I don't know if I could play an Air Raider by myself.
No.
No.
Probably not.
I find a lot of the Air Raider stuff, like it. Oh great! I got 4 armor from that.
Good job. Great job.
A lot of the Air Raider stuff like feels like it should have more guns. Like it feels like it should be like say like the Titan tank, right? It has extra spots for people to sit. Why would anybody sit in those when the guns like they're tough, like they're strong, but they're not like 4 people roaming around strong. Like I feel that a lot of my mechs and a lot of my tanks are weaker than the fencer. Like in general.
I mean, your helicopters that people can get into are pretty good.
Yeah, assuming you can fly them. And as Wallace and Parker have found out, the helicopter is not like you gotta plan out what you're doing. Yeah. So I guess now it's up to me to have an opinion of some sort.
Yeah.
You think you can manage it?
Well, I have many opinions. Usually telling people how terrible the game is and they should rethink their lives.
Yeah, now you gotta think carefully about that.
No, it's okay. This
Did
game,
you like this game or did you not
this
like
is a good game.
Okay.
But like we said, the drops is like I've had people. We were streaming this for an amount of time, and we had people come in just like, "Do you want to like play Inferno with me?" Cause like, oh my fucking oh god damn it, my mech dropped on top of something instead of where I needed it.
I don't know, Mr. Spider.
Like, there are people who want to play this game, but you kind of have to go to Inferno to make it worth it. So if you're a new player, you're just kind of screwed in general. There's nothing you can really do unless you have someone to basically farm. Someone to power level you.
Own, but then it becomes really cheesy. Because the game comes with the default split screen mode, you can just tape down buttons on a second controller or leave it there or whatever, and farm for both classes at once. But, like I said, it's really cheesy.
Yeah.
I may or may not have done a bit of that.
I would really like if they released the next one of these. Like, I hope they sold enough of these so the next one they release it on PC as it comes out. Because this game is like 2 years old already. Or something like that. So I'd really like to see it come out at the same time, if not close to the same time.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Ow.
Sorry, I didn't see you there.
I'm giant and green.
Hey, you're covered by smoke.
What's your point?
Jeez.
I'm sorry, I just can't stop vaping.
Fake nation. That
One-
hurt you more. Or that hurt me more than it hurt
One
you,
nation
actually.
under vape. Yeah, I definitely feel like the Raider kind of gets the shit end, and a lot of the buffs you get are really good, but they're kind of tough to use because you have to continuously keep moving in the game or you're gonna get fucked. So like the base building sort of things like don't make sense. Like you can there's like shields and stuff you can use, but we've never really ran into a point in the game where you actually can't just stay in one spot.
Yeah, you can't stand still long enough to ever use a shield.
Yeah.
Unless maybe if you're in the caves, that it might help.
And even then, you're probably just going to shoot like you're just going to fill the cave full of explosions instead.
Yeah.
And
That
bullets.
seems more helpful.
Yeah. Oh. Oops. So, I don't know. I definitely hope in the new one they kind of just do a whole buff of. I mean everything technically, but Air Raider especially, to make it more. Just more. It's more. Which nice job bringing the bike. Holy shit, this thing is fast.
Figured I might as well.
Yeah, I think that's about it for that. I think. I don't know. This game's hard to like. My opinion is definitely that it's good. Whoa, good.
Yeah, despite all the shit that I talked about it isn't a bad game by any means.
Oh, okay. I see what the problem is here.
Like that's something that I have to preface a lot of games with whenever we get to this point. Is, the game isn't. Most of these games that we play aren't bad games. They're just.
Unless we play Dead Island, and then
Unless we play a Blizzard
Yeah.
game. What?
Even like the Blizzard games we played that like we didn't super enjoy, like you can still see the appeal and they're still decent games. It's just,
Yeah.
I guess it's because like sitting there talking about like negatives constantly. We don't talk about anything that the game does particularly well.
Well, we
Like I
play a
said.
lot of older games, so like it's a lot of like, hey, I see why this game like is. I see why people like this game. Oh yeah. Yeah. I see why people like this game or why they liked this game and why it's important. But like time has passed it by. Like Diablo 2, like it's a good game, especially for the time, but the world's kind of gone past that. So a lot of the like bad stuff is because we're playing an old ass video game, which is the reason why we made this channel. So we're
Yeah.
doing it on purpose.
it's sort of on purpose. So we say.
Yeah. So we'll try and keep positive after this game.
Oh, yeah, I'd still like to play this game.
Yeah, now that I've beaten it, we can play it on like stream and stuff, and just do like finding games and stuff of it. It's great. We can do other video content based around this game.
Yes, we can.
Still stand by the kind of want to cheat for armor thing, because armor grinding is ridiculous.
Is it just like editing the game files or something, like you're saying?
Oh, I bet it's just a text file somewhere. That seems
Yeah.
like something they would do.
I'm pretty sure it's a file somewhere, and it's shared. Like, people have played online games, and then they finish the mission, they're like, where did I gain 1,000 armor from? I don't even know. So there's something in there.
Yeah, it's probably when you edit it, it boosts the amount of armor you get per mission or something like that. I would
Or
assume.
per drop or some silly thing like
Yeah.
that.
Definitely the armor per drop should be higher. Like, fuck.
I'm totally fine with grinding out weapons. That makes perfect sense. But armor? Come on, guys.
There we go. That'll work.
Spiders!
Oh no, spiders! I probably should have played this game in English as well. But, you know,
Nope.
the story doesn't matter. Don't worry
People
about
in
it.
the comment section got a pit.
They occasionally warn you of stuff you kind of want to know about, but, you know, whatever.
I mean, shoot all the bugs. What else do I need to
survived.
know?
Well, no,
Whatever.
occasionally they're like, there's an airdrop coming, and then you're like, why are these explosives falling? Why did everybody die?
Why am I outside the map again?
No, that's just because it's you.
Yeah. I fell into the map in Warframe yesterday. That was great. It just spawned me between a bunch of pipes. I'm like, okay.
And then I waypointed so other people could come and look. Because I'm nice that way.
I got out of the pipes, but... Yeah. What am I doing this for?
Yeah. I really enjoyed EDF. Single player and multiplayer. It's a really fun game.
Yeah.
My only my biggest complaint really is just the armor grinding. Why can't it be shared? Other than that, the game is exactly sort of what I'd expect it to be.
Yeah, it's a Japanese B game
It's a
Yeah,
solid
that-
7.
that contains bees.
As much as
Contains
yeah,
bees.
as much as I complained about it, it's solid B tier.
And this type of game doesn't exist anymore, for the
Nope.
most part. So
Only in Japan now. That's
Yeah.
all. You got fucked there.
if this was a
Covered in sticky white stuff.
Western world game, this would be in early access still,
Oh yeah.
and they
It
would have
never made
abandoned
it
it,
out of early access. Would have been abandoned, probably.
and nothing would work.
Oh yeah.
Nothing that needed to work would work anyways.
Yeah, multiplayer wouldn't work. The weapons would drop the wrong things, you know.
I'm just gonna let you push me. Oh.
I jumped.
Ow!
Well, that worked out.
I totally did.
Yeah.
Everyone died. Oh yeah,
Everyone
I got a
dies.
level 10 railgun.
Sweet.
All right. And
I
you
got
know
a
what?
flamethrower.
That's perfect timing
Yep.
to end this episode. So, that was Earth Defense Force 4.1. All together.
Altogether, decent game.
Yeah, good game. Good game.
Yep.
Yeah.
EDF5's on the horizon.
Yep.
Hmm.
It's not going to show up here anytime soon.
Good.
But, I mean, if it comes out on PC, we could always just import it.
Yeah.
And by import, I mean just buy it on Steam. Unless it's Japanese only, and then we'll just play it anyway, really. You don't miss anything by not knowing the language. Kind of.
Well, you might not be able to read what the weapon does.
That's okay.
Eh.
Try it out.
Try them all
It's
one
called
by one.
science.
You can see the numbers. They don't put Japanese numbers. Like they don't just like write out the number in Japanese.
And if they did, we can easily learn to read
We
this.
can.
It's not hard.
We can read those anyway.
Yeah.
So.
So, for today, I'm Civvie.
I'm Parker.
I'm Wallace.
And I'm Cam.
And I hope you'll check out other stuff on this channel, I guess. I don't know, man. See you guys next time.